There are 40 categories that represent the type of programs community television stations produce for Alliance for Community Media Festivals. Since 2018, the WPAA-TV Board of Directors has approved a selection of clips from shows by local producers for these festivals. We have also submitted our very own annual video report. In 2022, we were honored for the third time with overall excellence based on our 20-minute video annual report, which is a glimpse of approximately 350 hours of local programs. Tonight, we present our local producers with their awards from these festivals. We begin with the Nor'easter for New England, the finalists who competed against some of the most well-funded community media stations in the nation that do what we do. We had finalists in the categories of diversity empowerment, science, health, and spirituality, profile talk, nonprofit leaders, about access, and music and performance.
Let the clips roll.
Next up, music and performance. Budget 1 division. Second place, The Evolution of Sueños by Anatar Marmal Ganya. Making It Artisan Stones Crew, WPAA-TV and Community Media Center.
Tonight I'm honored to be speaking with Anatar Marmal Ganya, performer and puppeteer.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite kind of puppetry that you like?
Whatever I'm doing at that very moment. My absolute favorite.
You're working on a really powerful piece for you, your story of coming to America.
And it's called Sueños, story of arriving here, not knowing the language. It's a bilingual show. He's my little journal puppet. This is all from Sueños. I've been keeping a diary since I was 8 years old. She actually comes out of the journal and is with me for parts of the show. There are journal entries that I actually write on stage or that I read out loud. They're incorporated. I use all sorts of stuff for shadow because I traveled so much and was moving around so much. I grabbed the trunk and just cut this out to be able to do a lot of the shadow puppetry in one of these. There's also a big...
Our next category is diversity and empowerment. In third place, How Love Begat a Book, JoJo's Tiny Ear. Making It Artisan Stories Crew, WPAA-TV and Community Media Center.
Small, it didn't form properly. He doesn't really have an ear canal. He has like some pretty profound hearing loss on that side, which resulted in him having to wear a hearing aid called a baha. It looks like a headband and it sits really tight on his head. And it vibrates like the bones, and it kind of transfers that sound into his inner ear. This was a lot. It really made me want people to just understand what I was going through, because if I didn't have a child with that condition, I don't think I would know why he was wearing a headband. So this picture, it has some sign language in it, along with just showing people that JoJo could do anything just like anybody else. You know, he has one small difference. You know, in the book it says he has one tiny ear. Sign language, ASL, is, just something that goes along with having hearing loss. We do signs with JoJo a lot. He can do, he knows how to do the sign for more.
Oh, that's so
He could do that one, yeah, and he can say it a little bit too. I wanted to include that in the book.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you what this says.
It spells out inspired.
This is one of my favorite.
The last picture in the book as well. It just talks about just being true to yourself and being unique.
Our next category is Science, Health, and Spirituality. Third place, Local Lens, Conversations in Public Interest, Matthew Bailey of BC Funeral Homes. Guest host, Georgian Lucier, featuring Matthew Bailey, WPAA-TV and Community Media Center.
Welcome to Local Lens. I'm your host for today, Georgia Lucier, and I'm very happy to welcome our guest, Matthew Bailey. Matthew is a certified funeral services practitioner. He is the president of Connecticut Life Tributes and a trainer speaker. So welcome, Matthew.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
And you've got nearly 20 years experience, and I imagine 2020 presented really unique challenges within the funeral services
Absolutely.
industry.
Closing in on 20 years, I started to maybe get a little arrogant and think I finally had this thing figured out. And then 2020 came along, and we were all back at square one, learning all over again in a lot of ways.
Second place, Midlife Matters nonprofit leader Sandy Lavoie. Lucier Productions, George and Lucier, WPAA and Community Media Center.
We do commissary work for commissaries across the country. I believe it's a great thing because we touch every single military man and woman across the country. We are the sole packager of the bee chain.
Okay.
So every single bee chain that somebody has around their neck
Mhm.
has been packaged and touched by one of the folks that we support and serve.
Well, that is something to be proud of.
And we package coffee for the military.
Again, it smells very good when you go in there.
It does.
I had to suit all up, but it was well worth it to see that very impressive, really high-tech process.
Absolutely.
Weighing, packaging.
Tonight, we have with us Georgianne Lucier and Ben DeGron. And I have the pleasure of presenting Georgianne with 2 certificates of award for your production. And Georgianne, it's been a pleasure. You did it again last year. You keep knocking it out the park.
Great.
Keep
Thank
up
you
the
so
keep
much.
up the good work.
And I certainly appreciate all the support through WPAA-TV. I'm so proud of being with this little, I call it the little station that could. Just keep winning and just producing excellence. And I totally appreciate your role in helping, direct the board and
Thank you.
make that happen.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Size doesn't mean
No.
that you can't keep
No.
knocking it out the park.
Right.
We're going
Great.
to keep doing what we do.
Great.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Georgianne. Top honors in the Northeast is independent producer Mike Sliff, who I have the pleasure of awarding him these 2 plaques. Ben, we're going to keep doing this thing every year or what?
I'm gonna try.
I'm going to tell your daughter if you don't give these to her now.
She's gonna get one of them. She has. She really loves getting involved with this, and she enjoys working on it. And again, we're also very thankful for all the support that WPAA has given us and a platform to bring Space Bears to the community.
We appreciate what you do. Keep up the good
I
work.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Space Bears on WPAA-TV.
Arts and Theater. And our first place winner, Space Bears the movie, Michael Schlief, WPAA-TV and Community Media Center.
Hello, my little friends. Come, Space Cubs, have a seat on the Storytime log and let your old friend Elder Bear tell you a tale of adventure, excitement, and above all, a tale of friendship. It all began with a mean and selfish king, King Glop. A very bad guy, a very nasty fellow. King Glop ruled all the Glops on planet Glopgorg. King Glop demanded that every Glop on the planet steal for him. They were forced to bring back all the treasures and every relic all over the galaxy, all of them. But it was never enough for greedy King Glop. He wanted more and more. One day the Glops managed to steal a very powerful space gem. King Glop took the gem and placed it in his golden scepter. The scepter then glowed with an infinite power as bright as 1,000 suns. And it gave King Glop the ability to do whatever he wanted without limit. King Glop spread his Glop empire all over the galaxy. He invaded all the nearby planets with more and more evil Glops. It seemed like nothing could stop King Glop. He was expanding his slimy reach to all the known galaxy. And this, my Space Cubs, is where we meet our hero, Sam. Sam was a super action space bear, a defender of the galaxy, a protector of peace. Sam was the one hero who knew how to defeat King Glop and end his plans to rule the galaxy.
Instructional and training. And our first place winner, Drawing with Mandy, Lantern, Michael Schlief, WPAA-TV and Community Media Center. Congratulations to the winners.
Hello, Space Cubs. I'm Mandy, and welcome to Drawing with Mandy, where we draw fun and exciting things together. This is a traditional Chinese lantern. Look at how pretty it is shining in the night. Chinese lanterns are often used in celebration like a wedding or when a new baby is born. Get your paper and pencils ready, Space Cubs. We're going to start with a big circle like this. Then I'm going to draw the top and bottom of the lantern with long rectangle shapes. Next, I'm going to draw the hook on the top of the lantern. Draw a half circle on the top like this. Then draw a smaller half circle on the inside of it just like this. Good! Now let's add some decorations to our lantern. I'm going to draw a tassel hanging from the bottom of my lantern. To do this, I'm going to start with a small circle at the bottom of it like this.
About Access and Community Media is up next. Second place, When I Speak Freely, Ben Negron and Team Hercules Youth 2021, WPAA-TV and Community Media Center.
You're free to express your different, self-govern different opinions. As long as you learn to listen, practice and preach forgiveness, and never get too defensive. Speak only your true intentions. Hold up, yeah, watch how you talk to me, please. Your words can deplete me. Talking about something easy. Don't be hurt when I speak free.
Our finalists again, WPAA-TV and Community Media Center.
The Hometown Media Awards will be in Brooklyn this summer. We'll be submitting our annual video report again, and for the first time, we'll be submitting in the category Documentary Biography. Georgianne's work will again be considered for informational talk shows, Mike for children's programming. Our active shooter training puppet film will be submitted under instructional training, and the awesome local performance called Raising the Curtain on the Arts with the Mike Casey Trio will be competing as a local performance. The repurposed Making It Artists and Stories series will be a series submission featuring our newest host, Sandra Lagerstrom. It will be in the category Entertainment and Arts. This year, Teen Tiger TV has a few entries. Included will be the 988 PSA, It's Never Too Late, and their coverage of the Coalition for Better Wallingford, What's in the Bag, as an activism community event. A few independent producers have been notified of this festival and their eligibility to submit because they played their content on our station. Our 2021 youth team won top honors in the hometown. Ben for his independent project, and the team for their story about our collaboration with Masters Manna. Enjoy the clips.
2022 Hometown Media Awards celebration, the national awards program recognizing achievement in public education and government access television and community media work across the United States.
First category is About Access and Empowerment. These are programs that exemplify how community access television empowers people to speak about issues that affect them. In the category of About Access and Empowerment Student, the hometown goes to Team Hercules Youth from WPAA-TV located in Wallingford for the project titled When I Speak Freely by Benny FL.
Talking about some easy, don't be hurt when I speak free. Support your sisters and brothers, they silence people of color. Right now my lyrics is governed, know exactly who about to hear them. So take a look in the mirror, you exactly what they preferring, so never.
The Access Program promo category recognizes short promotional videos, less than 5 minutes in length, about an Access program or channel. In the category of Access Program Promo Student, the hometown goes to Team Hercules Youth from WPAA-TV located in Wallingford for the project titled No Need to Knock.
Hi, is this 28 South Orchard?
Yeah, this is WPAA-TV. By the way, there's no need to knock it.
Street shots, by the way. I saw it on the box.
And now our final categories of the Hometown Awards, presented to organizations for their overall excellence. Getting one of the Overall Excellence Awards reflects the distinction colleagues across the country place on our winners. In the category of Overall Excellence Public Access, less than $300,000, the hometown goes to Team Hercules from WPAA-TV and Community Media Center located in Wallingford for the project titled Celebration of Voices 2021 Annual Report.
Once again, I'd like to award Ben. Excuse me, Mike. I don't know, you got enough hands to hold all this stuff?
I think so.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to win these awards.
How was it working with the kids?
Oh, it was really good. You know, we had these kids come in, and at first, like, a lot of them were shy. They weren't sure if they were going to stick through with it. And then, look at them. They just won an award. And we had a lot of these kids, and they started off really anxious about what they were doing and how they were doing it. But at the end of the program, how it's usually been for the past 2 years, they always come out on top.
That's great.
So it's great.
We look forward to seeing you with us again next year. Susan?
Let me shine bright and pink for everyone over here. As you just saw, there were plenty of clips of some of the things that we do, but this award is actually taking 20 minutes out of that 350 hours to try to represent what we do in our annual report. And this annual report process has been really successful for us because it's the third time that we've been considered the best in the nation because we can figured out a way to show off what we do with you together. So thank you so much for watching.